Thought he was mob boss for real.
It's only 11 a.m. right now, but today is already the most shocking day in media this year so far. We just got news about 30 minutes ago. Multiple updates about a minute apart that has shaken up the year. Shannon Sharpe has been officially fired by ESPN, and Gilbert Areanas just got arrested by the feds, and he's facing 15 years in prison.
Ooh.
Now, let's tackle the Shannon Sharpe news because that's a little less shocking and more predictable, and then we'll get to this Gilbert Arenas madness.
We knew he was gonna
With the help of the ultimate ambulance chaser, Tony Busby, an OF model in her 20s, sued a 50-plus-year-old Shannon Sharpe for rape and related abuse, what she would say occurred in their 2-year relationship. Now, Shannon Sharpe initially came out and said he's innocent. He's going to fight this tooth and nail. This is an extortion ploy. He really took a stance that a lot of men appreciated. Because regardless if you have Shannon Sharpe money or not, it just leaves a bad taste in any man's mouth who watch a woman engage in consensual relations for 2 years and then wakes up one day and say, I'm going to sue this man for $50 million. It just doesn't make sense. And then messages got released where she's telling him to...
Snow Bunny, I just left the dispensary off and I walked down on the Snow Bunny as soon as I left the dispensary. I ain't going to cap. I ain't going to cap to my game. Nigga, I seen she bought a hot dog off the street. I turned I walked right to the car.
Paid $25,000 for each cheek. Allegedly, after the quote-unquote grape and violations happened, it just screamed like an extortion ploy. And Shannon Sharpe took a stance that we thought he was going to stick to, but he didn't.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby.
You know what's crazy? Remember Shannon Sharpe did that Cat Williams interview. Do you think he getting some backlash for doing that Cat Williams interview? But we know they all control oppositions in the industry, right? But Cat Williams is not favored by media, and him giving him that platform to say all what he said exposed a lot of shit on that interview.
He targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
That's right.
I know my
Don't give them nothing. Don't give them one red cent. You better go to war about that. Nigga, I felt that. Just on a money tip. Nigga, you ain't getting shit from me. 50 million. You ain't getting shit. I'll go broke to fighting my shit. Fighting that damn case. I'll go to jail if I pay you, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Book me.
Family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Shortly after this announcement, it was revealed that Shannon Sharpe was taking a hiatus away from ESPN and that he will be back at the start of the football season. So Shannon Sharpe said this was mutually agreed upon, that he wanted to take a step back from ESPN to focus on this, and he'll be back. And they all assured that he did not get fired. And that he was still a part of the ESPN team, and we still love Shannon Sharpe. But behind the scenes, there are rumblings that, man,
he's been fired.
After, that chick released audio of apparently Shannon Sharpe saying he would choke her. Apparently, this was something that her and Shannon Sharpe did. It was some role play stuff. But once she released the audio out of context, ESPN said, this is just too messy, man. And there was rumblings that Shannon Sharpe was done at ESPN for good. But they would still maintain the fact that Shannon Sharpe was going to be back at the start of football season.
Lame. She lame.
Well, preseason has started.
Lame as fuck for that.
Shannon Sharpe hasn't been back at ESPN. So while people were trying,
that shit is demonic as fuck too, bro. Be careful with a woman that's choke me, slap me, beat me on my head. Bro, you don't want to. What happened to making love? Gonna make love? in this club. What happened to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember The Wood? Y'all watched The Wood? That nigga lost his virginity that time. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to like innocence? And now it's like, yeah, dog her out and spit in my mouth. And that shit is animalistic, bro. Y'all trying to make a baby, right? Or even if you just having casual sex or whatever, right? Be careful with any woman that's like, yeah, slap me and choke me out until I can't breathe and all that shit. Them bitches be demonically possessed, bro. No cap. And she done swallowed 1,000 other niggas.
Trying to figure that out. We got a bombshell that got released that made everybody look at Shannon Sharp a little crazy. So we got word that Shannon Sharp and the accuser reached a settlement. Right, and this came after like a week after we got reports that the court date that was scheduled for Shannon Sharp and the accuser to have their first day in court, none of like the parties showed up. Like Shannon Sharp and his attorneys never showed up, and Tony Busby and Gabby never showed up. So that was strange. Whoa. So I guess a settlement was reached like a week before. So the first question is, come on, bruh. A settlement? Shannon Sharp offered this chick $10 million apparently before they came forward. So if they rejected $10 million, can you imagine what they settled for? And that's before we got reports on exactly what the amount was. Tony Busby actually released a statement after the news of the settlement got released. And he said both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolutions. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. Yo, when you put language like that, man, you know you content, bro. You satisfied. You good with what the outcome is. And then after Tony Busby said this, to make matters worse for Shannon Sharp in the eyes of the public, Gabby released a statement of her own, and this statement really pissed men off everywhere,
What'd
bro.
she say?
I'm talking about boiled the blood of men everywhere. A statement like this really makes me despise Shannon Sharp. Gabby released a statement letting the world know she is officially retired after the settlement. So Gabrielle Zuniga wrote a...
I remember this. I did see this. I thought it was something else. Yeah, that nigga retired Gabby. Niggas in the trenches dying right now. Niggas in the trenches, nigga, dying right now. Lust, bro. Shit, women got it easy. Cause y'all can play on men lust. We can't play on women lust like that. Nigga can genuine all you want, walk with your shirt off. Niggas don't, I mean, women don't care about that shit. The way you make women lustful is you having bread, but at that point, nigga, it don't matter. That, you know, women could be fucked up and popped and run up 10 bands in a month off niggas' lust. 100 band, fuck that. They could run up a meal ticket in not a month, but you know what I'm trying to say. The woman with the right etiquette, and all women gotta do for it, because most niggas be like, well, women be bums, shit like that. But let's just say a girl got a job and she working on herself, she fine. Bro, let's just say I'm financially in position. I'm gonna want to help her. Women control the universe, bro. They do, bro. Niggas be like, it's a man's world. No, the fuck it's not. Man is doing a bunch of illusions. Women run this world, and they got this shit fucked up. But it's a bunch of men that control the women that run the world. Anyway.
Statement. Now, she didn't address the fact that
she
pushed Shannon Sharp through hell. She just says, today, I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this new chapter. I love you all forever and ever. And the reason why this pissed off a lot of men, man, because the very thought that degeneracy, like lies. Now, if Shannon Sharp settled, maybe she wasn't lying. But the very thought that this woman lied, used degeneracy, used hoeing to a retirement at 23 years old.
Life ain't fair.
That pissed off a lot of men.
Life ain't
and it made
fair.
me look at Shannon Sharp a little crazy, bro. Because from his first message, I thought he was for the cause. I thought Shannon Sharp was going to ride us out.
Yeah, but remember what I just said? Remember I just gave him props? Because I've never seen that video. But now that I'm thinking about it, what the fuck was I even giving him props for? In that moment, I respected that video. But now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot that I already seen the statement of him paying. I'm thinking it's a new update or something. I'm thinking he like, nah, fuck that. I ain't finna roll over. That was before the statement. So, that nigga was not willing to go broke. He was not. That's because that nigga know he fucked up. He must have know he fucked up. Or he must have know that it didn't look good for him as far as like what type of picture they can paint. Yeah, I ain't supposed to be pausing.
Reports came out that Shannon Sharp settled for $23 million. He put $23 million in his woman's pockets. That right there just pissed me off to the point where, I can't even look at Shannon Sharp the same. I haven't watched a Shannon Sharp nightcap episode since. I haven't watched a Shannon Sharp interview since.
I never watched that.
I can't even look at that man the same, bro. You retired a 23-year-old scallywag. She won't ever have to work again for the rest of her life.
Ugh.
And you only got to clap cheeks for what, a year and a half?
Who cares?
And half of that, you was paying for the cheeks because we seen the messages. She's telling you $25K a cheek. Bro, I despise you, man. And ESPN was apparently as disgusted.
$25K a cheek. I'm happy I ain't walk up to that white girl today. Gonna get no satisfaction off me like, oh, you're a black man. Oh, they love our bubble butts. Cause I'm in Arizona, so all the white girls got bubble butts out here and shit. I don't worry about that little gym butt. I ain't worry about that shit. I'm not finna be. You ain't better than nobody. Bitch, it's mutual interest. I got this dick, bitch. I got this energy. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna fuck you run across a real king, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. It ain't nothing wrong as a man if you got high standards, bro.
As the rest of us, because ESPN announced this morning they're done with Shannon Sharp. He's fired. They have parted ways. Now, this was not like an amicable statement. This was not like the previous statement. We have mutually decided to put. No.
Let's get to the Gilbert shirt. Oh, it's coming up right here.
For violating like your rules, you don't have to pay him out nothing, and that's what it looks like. Now, Shannon Sharp was in the works of a $100 million podcast deal before this lawsuit. I don't know if that podcast.
The Department of Justice says they had high-stakes poker games at Arenas' Encino mansion. Arenas is charged with one count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, one count of operating an illegal gambling business, and one count of making false statements to federal investigators. He's expected to appear in court this afternoon in downtown L.A. We will continue to follow this story throughout the day here on Eyewitness News.
The headline for this Gilbert Arenas arrest made the situation sound even crazier than what it already.
You can't even fucking use FanDuel in L.A. That's why you got your ass booked trying to gamble and shit. You better take your ass to Vegas, Florida or something. Texas somewhere where niggas don't give a fuck about shit like that. A high-stakes poker game. Man, Arenas own. Oh, so they was finessing out their own shit. Oh, I thought it was some sports betting shit, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes. Like, it's already crazy Gilbert Arenas is being arrested by the feds. But to say that Gilbert Arenas is being arrested by the feds and his co-defendant is somebody tied to an organized crime organization in Israel, it's crazy. Like, bro, what type of stuff are you getting into, sir? So the official headline is a former NBA star Gilbert Arenas, a suspected Israeli crime figure, were arrested today on federal indictment alleging they operate an illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. My biggest question whenever I get news like one of these multi-super rich millionaires dudes are involved in organized crime, it's like, why? Like, was there a financial incentive here? You're Gilbert Arenas. Like, bro, your podcast make $1 million a month. You probably got about like 20 or 30 M's left over from the NBA alone. Your son about to be, well, he's been injured, but your son might just be a lottery pick in the NBA. So you good in that regards. Your other son looking like he's going to be a lottery pick in the NBA as well if he grows a couple more inches. Bro, you set for life. You don't need the extra money from crime.
It's not enough for them.
You just don't. So when I read exactly what took place and I read the indictment,
shit, I'm good. Once I get 100,000 a year, I'm good. 7 to 10K a month for my 20s, I'm straight. 100K a month plus after my 30s, I'm good, bro. I don't need much. Shit, 40K a month, I'm good, bro. These niggas, bro, stingy, bro. Like,
Arenas
stingy as
himself
fuck, bro.
never participated
It's enough
in the
troll out there
high-stake
for
poker
everybody,
games
though.
or the illegal gambling. Gilbert Arenas was sitting at the top of the food chain because he owned the mansion and he rented out the mansion and he got a portion of the proceeds. So if this is an international crime boss who's running this, and this is high-stakes poker, we're talking about millions of dollars on a daily basis is coming in and out of that mansion. And Gilbert
Ooh.
Arenas got a cut of it. First thing I noticed, none of this dude's like co-defendants got English names, homie. All his co-defendants, man.
What the
Yagivani Grossman, Ivajani Tokofakasisk, Alan Australia.
Oh, they gonna beat
Johan
this case.
Cohen. Oh, no.
All them, you see all them names like that? Them niggas gonna beat that case, bro. We ain't even gonna hear about this shit within the next few days. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. I feel like niggas gonna beat this little case. Beat this little shit. Cause they all got money. I know them niggas got money. Yaren, Allen, and they got they shit in trust and put up.
Now we know what this is, homie. Ivakan Krashak. So all his co-defendants are from Israel. Israelis, okay? So the indictment says former NBA star Gilbert Arenas and 5 other defendants, including a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organized crime group, were arrested today on a federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in which high-stake poker games were played at an Encino mansion Gilbert Arenas owned. Now, it says that Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero of Woodland Hills, is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business,
making my thumbnail
and
right now.
1 count of making false statements
you know
to
you can
federal
make thumbnails off your phone
now,
too. It's no excuse if y'all want to start making content.
One of these charges got a maximum of 5 years. So he's facing 15 years maximum, okay?
Oh,
he is scheduled to make... so right
that.
now he's still in custody, by the way. So he's scheduled to make his initial appearance and be arraigned this afternoon. Now, when you like scroll down and you read this, yo, like Gilbert Arenas never really gambled, but he was getting proceeds from the illegal operation that was going on in his mansion. And these people were operating this like a legal casino. You would think if this was like illegal and not allowed and something that faced this much of like severe punishment, yo, you would think that these people wouldn't be operating this as like flamboyantly as they were. So, according to the
indictment, like they're doing what every casino do, but you ain't tied in. You ain't with them orders, nigga. You don't get to do what you want, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you was in the NBA. So it might have been a group of people who set up an operation, or usually when people do some type of organized crime, they gotta pay the big dog, government. If government ain't in, if government don't got their hand in it in some way, you're the op now. Cause you're threatening the construct of whatever sector you're threatening. Cause mind you, you're only threatening a little sector. You'll never throw over the whole establishment. Cause they have sectors everywhere. Entertainment, and they all intertwine at the same time too. Entertainment, prison, corporate America, blue collar work, politics, all that shit, rap, all that what else? War, all that shit. It's like the 7 things that make up the thing of the society. All that shit is intertwined, but they all have different sectors at the same time.
On July 15th and until today, from September 2021 to July 2022, Gresham, Arenas, and other defendants operated an illegal gambling business. Arenas, this is his role in it. He rented out an Encino mansion he owned for the purpose of hosting high-stake illegal poker games at Arenas' direction. Now, they're claiming that Arenas was the one at the top. Now, I don't think that Gilbert Arenas is bossing around a transnational crime boss, but they claim that Gilbert Arenas directed Arthur and West Hollywood, staged the mansion to host the games, found co-conspirators to host the games, and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Gilbert Arenas' behalf. So, now, I'll be real, this is worse than I thought. This is worse than I thought. I was thinking that these dudes approached Gilbert Arenas and said, hey, bro, we want to host high-stake poker games here. Can we rent out the mansion
That's what it
and we'll
sound
give
like.
you a fee? They're saying, nah, Gilbert Arenas
He knew.
came up with this idea on his own. Yo, hold on, man. For we can have multi-million-dollar deals going on in this mansion that I don't use, and they can just pay me. Oh, no. So Gilbert Arenas is who sought out the crime bosses. This is crazy, okay? So it goes on. Gresham,
I mean, when you're in the NBA, you meet a lot of people.
Austria and Cohen managed illegal pot limit Omaha poker games, among other illegal games at
But
the.
I know it's somebody that's in his team or somebody that's with him that was just like, yeah, bro, as long as we do this, we ain't gonna get caught. As long as we do this, it's gonna be legitimate. As long as we, nah, bro, all we gotta do is, bro. The thing about niggas that do crime, bro, especially like, let's just say you getting into the drug game, right? You selling peas, and you got somebody that tell you the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Some people going raw, but let's say you got somebody tell you the whole game on how the peas work, how not to get how not to get your bag seized. They talking about an old game that's working up until now. They don't know what's gonna happen for the next 10 years when you start trapping. The next 5 years when you start trapping, it might be a new update. The moment you want to become a street nigga, the moment you want to become a trapper. Catch Up Glizzer merch is out now, man. I got the white colors coming soon, but so far we got the black tap, man. We got medium, small, large. Lock in, man. $45 a shirt. Email